individuals. It's December 30th right now when I'm recording, so tomorrow is going to be the last day of 2016, which is crazy for me to think about. My semester ended, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and I finally have settled down enough to sit down and make a video. And so this is going to be my year in review, where I basically summarize everything that has happened to me, or everything that I think about this year. So this year, I know so many people have talked about it being such a shit year, with the whole president-elect, I guess he's still president-elect because he hasn't been, haven't inaugurated him, and with everyone dying left and right, it's so intense because, they say that, celebrities usually die in threes, or like bad things come in threes, and it seemed like the rules were broken this year, and just so many people have passed away, and so I consider this the year of mortality. Carrie Fisher had passed away, and that I'm still heartbroken about it, and I haven't really wrapped my mind around it. But there was that, and there was also the death of my relationship in the beginning of the year. So while there were some really, really shitty things, there have also been some really amazing things for me, and those are the things that I want to focus on more. Yes, my relationship had ended, and since then after that I kind of spiraled, and my depression got worse, my anxiety got worse, I struggled with alcoholism, and that's something that I've never mentioned on this channel, so it's something that it's crazy for me to say. And now I'm doing okay, and I'm in a place where I can finally talk about it, and I can finally look at pictures and feel okay with everything, which is great. This was also the year that I finally figured out that I was a guy. It took forever. I mean, for years I had identified as genderqueer, and I made videos on this channel about it, and then this was the year that I came to the realization, and the year that things have changed for me. My whole wardrobe changed, my whole life perspective changed. I've been very back and forth on how do I present and how do I talk and X, Y, and Z, and so currently I'm in this place where I know that I'm not 100% masculine. I have very feminine aspects of me, and those are things that I can't replace, and I don't want to. Sometimes the way that I talk, or the way that I X, Y, and Z, or super romantic and super sentimental, because it's just, I'm a poet, is who I am. I've come to that realization, and because of that, I've made so many friends, so many amazing friends this year. It's crazy to think about some of the people that I've gotten really close to. I've only met this year. I only have known them for months, and these are people that mean so much to me, and it's crazy. I have my primary job, which is the media and visual arts coordinator at a little dog walking company, but I also sub-walk, which means I walk dogs whenever I'm needed. That is a message in the middle of my video. We'll go back to that. I have a fellowship, and I also have an internship. And that internship is basically just creating a safe space for youth ages 18 to 21 to create and foster a safer relationship and healthy relationship with alcohol and other substances. And so that's something else that has happened this year, that I spiraled, but now I keep getting messages. I spiraled, but now I'm in recovery, which to me means that I'm creating a safer relationship with alcohol. So I'm not quitting drinking. I'm not doing a sobriety route. Instead, I'm just making sure that my relationship with it is healthier, and I'm not drinking because I'm sad as hell. And I've been doing well so far, and it's a process, just like everything else in life. But something that I can say that is so great. It's great. I also, this year, I've jumped back into my art, which is great for me. I recently wanted to get back into my visual art, so that's something that I'm, trying to get myself into. It takes a lot of time, just like everything else. I've also been doing my photography, If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram name also changed. And I also added, may I also say that I also added another name to my first name, so now I have 2 first names. You should follow me on Instagram with my new username, and I now have a photography Instagram, so I can do that, and it's something that I've always been passionate about, but now have become a little more serious about and more serious about practicing. I've been writing poetry as per usual, and I've been sharing it a lot more, which is great. I've like I said, I'm like doing the whole visual art thing, and hopefully next year I get to continue making YouTube videos and being a little more consistent with it. I know this year has been like back and forth. I've either been really consistent or I haven't been as consistent. But this is, it's just knowing that I've tracked my journey and knowing that I've been able to open up has felt amazing. And you know, from all of the crappy things that might have happened in 2016, there have also been some really great things. You know, I thought I was going to be heartbroken forever, and you know, healing takes time. It does. And that, I'm not saying that I'm not over what had happened this year, but I'm in a place where I know that I'm gonna get past it. Yeah, and that is my little short review. So if you watched up to here, thank you so much. Subscribe, like a comment. You can give an individual their wings, and if you subscribe, you can join my winged family. And I will see y'all in 2017. Have a happy new year. Okay, bye. I just wanted to make this because it's gonna be a new year in a couple of hours, and I'm here by myself. But the last video I made, there have been some changes since then. I'm pretty sure I was talking about being genderqueer, and that's how I identified for a while, and things have changed since then. I do identify as trans, and if someone were to ask me, which I haven't asked, I would say I'm a guy. I'm a man. I'm a man. So originally when I first made this channel, I feel like I was a little more consistent on when I made my videos and the content of my videos, and like I had a goal, I had a, you know, like I knew what I wanted to do, I knew where my life was. Things started happening, and you know, in my personal life I got busier with school, my dysphoria got even worse, and I wasn't, like, I wanted to make videos, but I wasn't sure if I was in the right place to do so, and I didn't know how to talk about it. And then the one thing, like, I really had 2 different goals for my channel, and one of the things was makeup, and once I decided to let that go, I sort of felt like at a loss, like what was I even supposed to do now? And since my last video, there have been some major life changes, and this is like, it's really difficult for me to sit here and make this video because I'm not entirely sure what I want to talk about, and I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen afterwards. I'm not entirely sure of anything right now. There have been some really huge changes in my love life. Like, I've never really talked about my relationships, and so this is something that I'm not gonna say because I don't believe it's permanent. And if you don't know, then you should follow me on my social media. I'm gonna put my Twitter handle here, and I'm gonna put the tweets to describe what happened without me saying it, because it's a little difficult to stomach. So basically, in this time, in this summer, really, and I guess after this wake up call, I have decided to start working on myself. But basically, I kind of wanted to have a check-in with my channel, have a check-in with myself, and sort of state that now I'm ready to talk about my recent breakup, and I'm ready to talk about like how I'm dealing with it and how I've dealt with it, and sort of start giving advice, I guess, or just being able to talk about it in general on the internet. If you're new, welcome, and if you've seen my videos before, you might notice that a lot of my videos have been deleted. I kind of purged a lot of them, and it felt really heavy to do so. It's just, it's been a journey. On this channel alone, I've been through my first, well, it wasn't my first heartbreak, but it was my first, like, ending of a serious relationship. Maybe my last, who knows, with, you know, how my life goes. I went through finding an identity that I can finally feel connected to. I'm gonna be on Broadway on Wednesday. The chorus that I'm in has been invited to sing alongside Kristen Chenoweth. I wanted to make this a sort of talk about something that happened a couple of days ago that I'm really excited about, and I'm just really happy about. So on Tuesday, I swore in as a citizen of the United States of America.
We have to show that we are here. We have always been here, and we are not going anywhere.